She said that American soccer fans, most of them aren't smart. They don't know the game. They don't understand.
Gio.
That guy gazpacho.
Important to take a lame gorilla, okay?
Right, did you know that Arsenal died?
He's got me buzzing.
Up the Toffees. It's hard to up them anyway.
I'm just not even gonna comment on that. Welcome in to Footy with the Boys. A cold one here in Chicago. But we trekked through the snow to make sure everybody here got a little content they needed here. We'll go into a little U.S. men's national team corner, go into some big news, obviously preview the game coming up between Paraguay and the U.S., talk about the little Premier League featured matchups as well as Arsenal and Everton before we get into a 20 questions segment. If you do remember that, it's 20 questions. We try and guess who the player is. Let's start with a little Yanks abroad segment here. It starts with our main man, Christian Pulisic, coming back, returning for Milan here.
Hell yeah.
You love to see it. Won't be included in camp. I think that's pretty understandable after Milan made some comments about not liking him playing in the previous friendlies, even though they weren't. It's not like he was really playing that much, but we see Pulisic come back. Balogun has continued his hot form with 3 goals in his last 4 games, including one in the Champions League. Got a goal, won the penalty, converted the penalty in his last one, then got a red card and sent off. The red card I thought was a little...
Yeah, he just kind of stepped on a guy.
Yeah.
Straight red, though.
Straight red.
2-game suspension.
Pepe.
Should we appeal?
We should appeal.
I think we should appeal.
We should appeal for him.
You heard it here first.
Force.
Pepe also got a goal in the Champions League. It's him, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Sergio Aguero with the most game-deciding goals in like the last 5 minutes of Champions League games.
Most niche
It's
stat.
3.
That's pretty sweet. It was elite company.
It is elite company.
That was a late equalizer?
Yeah, a
95th minute.
1-1 draw. Brendan Aronson.
Ballo's goal, by the way. That Champions League goal. Belter.
Nice.
That was
Also in
very
some
nice.
fine form.
Yeah.
Fine.
Also fine form. Brendan Aronson.
Brandinho.
Got an assist in a 3-1 loss to the Sean Dyches. I mean, not in a Forest. But he's kind of run into some form here. And he's just a bit of like a luxury player. There's certainly a good amount of center attacking mids that I'd prefer. But also, if he's doing very well in the Premier League, how far away is he from being a starting
I've always
player?
had a soft spot for him. I think he's the perfect super sub for this national team. Has great ball control and runs his ass off. Like when you're 80 minutes and theoretically USA just dragged you through the mud and you just now have to deal with this pest of fresh legs coming on, I think that's his perfect
He
role.
is a pest. It's a good way to describe it.
But like pest in an attack.
And in this pressing system with Pochettino,
well,
Yeah.
what's
is it a pressing system?
It is, yeah.
Is it?
What do you mean? The pressing has
kind of
looked
a
good
hybrid,
in the
but
five
yes.
back system. I feel like the pressing has gotten a lot better, a lot more structured at least.
Yeah, for 2 games.
The issue's always
Yeah,
been
for
his
2
end
games,
product, lack of goal
Goals and
contributions. But
assists.
picking that up a little bit here.
He did have a tap in for the goal.
Find some form.
But he has
Right
looked
space.
He has looked better. He's looked better on the ball, more
Yeah.
comfortable, which I think
Got to be there to tap it in.
We'll talk about him more when we get into the roster, but he's the kind of dude who I think is what you need. Super sub, like Nick said, a cut above some of these MLS guys, including Diego Luna, in my mind.
Yes, agreed.
also I think he's a bit of a safety blanket because you have a Malik Tillman who's struggling with injuries, Pulisic is struggling with injuries, Gio Reyna is struggling with injuries, Diego Luna, who is going to be looking for places to play before the World Cup starts. Right. I mean, there's a lot of things in that position that Brendan Aronson, consistent playtime could be like a base level for us. It's like, you know what? That's not the worst case.
I don't know if there's a player more on the national team roster or just like sphere that I'm less confident in starting, but more confident in coming off the bench. Like if he's coming off the bench, I'm like, yeah, we got this.
His energy against
if
tired
he's
legs
starting,
is
I'm like, oh god, we're screwed.
Yeah. And that's a bit harsh because he's a good player.
Is he?
But
he's
solid.
solid. I mean,
if
he's starting in
he's
the Premier League.
You're thinking, okay, we must have some serious guys missing right now because
Pulisic once upon a
Which
time.
I don't know if that is fair. I don't know if that's fair for Brendan Aronson. He's starting the Premier League.
It's good he's in this camp.
Championship season.
It's definitely good that he's in this camp.
Good recently.
Has another chance to prove himself here.
Pulisic once upon a time said, hey, I turn around, I see Aronson getting subbed on. I feel like I don't have to do it all by myself. It's been quite a fall from grace since then, but
you know what?
But man, high praise from the supposed Capitan.
Brendan Aronson, a Philadelphia Union product. Another Philadelphia Union product. Kevin Sullivan over at the U17 World Cup right now.
The truth.
2 games, 2 wins. This last one against Turkmenistan, I believe it was. Not
Tajikistan?
Tajikistan.
I think it's pronounced
correct.
Turkey, actually.
Yes.
There's a lot of stands. There's only one K-man.
Was a little scary at the first couple minutes as Tajikistan. Is that correct?
I believe so.
They scored the first goal. They're up 1-0 after kind of just playing their way in behind with the center back falling asleep, and then 25 shots of the U.S., 11 on target. They were always going to win, but Kevin Sullivan put it away with a Panenka penalty.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't like it.
Beautiful. Had a beautiful corner in. The guy had it in by
I didn't like it.
Nimfasha Berchimas.
Say that.
You love to see that.
Wow.
Huh?
Can't say Tajikistan,
Wait, he was playing for America?
Nimfasha Berchimas?
That guy?
He played for the last
Nimfasha
U17 World Cup.
He wasn't the
Charlotte
Tajikistan? That was
He played for the last U17?
Yeah.
How old was he then?
How old is this kid?
Like 15. He's super young.
How
He
often
was
do they have
really
the
good.
U17 World Cup? Every 2 years?
Every 2 years.
Say his name again?
Nimfasha Berchimas?
From
Yeah.
Tajikistan, yes. Good player.
No, from the U.S.
I've been
What a
surprised
player.
on, like,
He was like the big star of the U17 World Cup. He was a starter there and played very well. And
some of these teams come out to play, man. I watched a good amount of that
Yeah.
Burkina Faso game. They have
Burkina Faso has a
athletes.
striker on their team. I forget his name right now, but he's very good.
Yeah.
He's
I was
insanely
nervous.
good.
I expected, well, I don't know anything about U17 Burkina Faso, but
Yeah.
my arrogance comes
They
in.
have the
I
one
think we're gonna
striker that
handle
I know is
game.
really good, and
did not.
that's all I know. But yeah, good win there. They advance to the
Third
quarterfinals?
group stage game
Whatever.
tomorrow.
Yeah, third group stage tomorrow, but they're already advanced through the group stage. So we'll see
We
who
play
they play.
Czechoslovakia or Czech Republic.
Yeah, Czechs. But we'll see how that goes. They've been the best other team, so it'll be a bit of a fun matchup. But obviously, already through, so we'll see what ends up happening there. Tim Tillman is going to be getting a call in
Timmy.
because Tyler Adams had a scary moment this weekend. Clash of heads with his teammate going for the ball, goes down. His teammate goes off with a bloody head. Tyler Adams stays in.
Dog.
I thought it was, looking back, there's clips. He shows that he is a little disoriented. I don't know why the fuck they kept him in. The other guy is bleeding profuse from his head. So it's like, yeah, okay, he's bleeding. Got to go off. Tyler Adams hit his head just as hard.
Yeah.
I don't understand why that's not taken off, but obviously,
he's a
I don't know.
dog.
Head injuries are
Dog.
an interesting thing in terms of sports of when you take people out and everything like that. But Tyler Adams will be out. Tim Tillman coming in. Zawadzki also out. 3 call-ins, guys. 3 times he's left due to injury, not being able to come.
He doesn't want to play.
He doesn't want to come.
Does he not want it enough? Is that the issue?
I don't think he wants it.
I don't think he wants it enough.
Yeah, I don't know.
I wanted enough, Potch.
Let's get through the November camp roster here, a little recap, and then we'll get into our burning questions about it. Goalkeepers, Roman Celentano, Matt Freese, Jonathan Klinsmann, and Patrick Schulte. Notably, no Matt Turner, whose team missed the MLS playoffs, is now supposedly training with Crystal Palace to keep
CP.
his fitness. Yeah, so any comments on the goalkeepers? I don't know if this is a noteworthy list here.
Klinsmann, probably a bad sign.
Klinsmann.
Kind of seems like Matt Freese has a job locked up.
Which is
I
a
think he has
terrifying
a
thing to
roster
say.
spot locked up for sure. He's definitely gonna be on the roster.
He seems like the starter.
He
Unless
does seem like the starter
really
right
fucks
now,
up.
but I wouldn't say he has a starter locked up.
I think this is harsh for
I
Matt
think
Turner.
that's wishful thinking, Flags.
I still like
I mean,
Matt
the
Turner for the
MLS
starting
isn't going to
job.
be in season for this entire time, essentially until the World Cup.
I think that's wishful thinking about it at this point.
He needs to go get a loan move.
So
It's been like 4
all
windows
these
now,
players,
though.
it's-
that he's
but we're
been
saying-
locked in
well,
starting.
Klinsmann will be playing.
yeah, but we're saying, all these players MLS getting called up because they're playing and all this and that. They're not going to be playing for months.
Yeah, when his
Who
MLS
is playing?
gets back off in February.
Europe.
I know. Which goalies are playing?
Oh, nobody.
Okay, well then he's in the same.
Klinsmann, obviously.
Well,
he's on the same playing field as everyone else. Then.
Celentano and Freeze will still play throughout the playoffs.
For a little.
Right. For
it's
2 more
it's
games.
gonna become a weird system. There is like a vote going on board of directors of like U.S. Soccer or MLS of changing that league season to be
align
a
it with
European
your
one.
yeah.
Which
The
why
problem-
wouldn't they?
Because the problem is it goes all the way through the winter, and you have a team like a Minnesota United or other teams like that. The Japanese did this, and they're talking about appropriating more money or resources to those teams in cold weather areas of Japan to try and help with weather-related.
There's long sleeve
concerns or
shirts. What's the
issues.
issue?
Isn't part of it competing with other big U.S. sports markets as well?
I mean, I'm sure that's part of it, but I think weather. I mean, even right now, getting to the playoffs, they have this weird ass setup where it's a 3-game series for the first round, and then it's like,
playoffs.
all right, but
Nowhere else in the world
now it's
plays
a one-off
weather.
because
It's
if we do a
ridiculous.
3-game series throughout or
It's
2
ridiculous.
legs,
It's
then
not
the
like
season
Bodo
goes way
Glimt
too long.
in Norway plays Champions League football in the winter.
Ridiculous, dude.
Where they're right
dude,
next to the northern.
It's
North
definitely not a money thing. If we know one thing about the Federation, they don't care about money. It's all about results.
in history,
I was about to say, wait, Nick, what are you?
History,
culture, the U.S. Open Cup.
the
They
game,
love that cup.
U.S. Open
Yes.
Cup.
All right, let's get into the defenders here. We have Max Arson, of course.
Yuck.
Sergino Dest, Alex Freeman, Mark
Did you say
McKenzie,
yuck or
Tim
guac?
Ream, Miles Robinson, Joe Scally.
Yeah.
The
Welcome
golf
back.
cart boy is back. John Tolkien
Hmm.
and Austin Trusty.
Hmm.
An interesting list here. I think obviously Joe Scally is his first time back
Since
with Pochettino
March?
since the golf cart incident where supposedly he was drifting that thing around. As the U.S. players love to play golf and
Just still baller,
Pochettino
by the way.
hated that. He's been very good for Mönchengladbach, and Mönchengladbach have not been very good themselves. Now up to 12th. What do you make of this defender list here? Good amount of center backs. Is that indicative that we're playing with that 3-back system? Also, no Noah
sure.
Kai Banks, which I thought was
No Noah Kai Banks, no
disappointing.
Chris Richards.
Chris
Well,
Richards. I think is
yeah.
due to the Ollie Glasner remarks of
Yeah,
he's
sure.
nursing an injury. Why would he play him 2 full games? Which then Pochettino came out in his press conference and was pretty vehemently against. He can do what he wants, and
Which he
he's not bringing his
should
players.
be. I
Then didn't bring in Pulisic, didn't bring in Chris Richards, which were the 2 players that
didn't bring in Weston McKennie.
That was another thing. If he said that Spalletti needs to get to know Weston
Yeah.
McKennie, which Spalletti already said he now wants to extend McKennie. He's found out that he's
Do
very
we want to talk about the
versatile.
defenders, or we want to talk about the squad selection?
Let's talk about defenders. We can talk about then the other positions. If there's
Okay.
anything to say on defenders, we can say it now, and then we can rush to everything else.
Excited to see if they play Scally in the right center back.
I think he has to.
I think, yeah,
Yeah, if he plays him back three, it'd be
he's
pretty cool.
played there, so
I know, and I think, but like historically for the U.S. men's national team, he's
Yeah.
been exclusively a right back.
Right.
So I would like to see him there.
I think that right center back
Is
spot
his.
is
that's a bit
perfect.
that like
I think it's
pivot,
his.
that
Yeah.
elbow roll.
Serginho go way
Yeah.
up into the attack, which is
I think it'd be
a
perfect.
great thing.
Yeah.
And no one else has really made a mark in that third center back slot. Like
No.
Miles Robinson played there last camp, looked not great.
I think Austin Truss would be interesting to give a look. He's played very well for Celtic lately.
He's probably gonna
Obviously,
play in the middle, though,
Celtic
don't you
has
think?
been-
I don't remember
Interesting
Austin
team
Trusty
to
ever
watch.
playing for the
Yeah, he played
national
a couple
team,
times.
like
was
significant
never
minutes.
great,
So
yeah.
I'd be interested to see him.
He was never great.
Who plays in the center? Is Tim Ream?
I think Trusty and then Ream on the left,
I
right?
mean-
That's probably what's going to happen.
Probably.
Tim Ream generally plays that left spot.
Yeah.
Henry might be in the center though, just because.
Yeah.
Trusty's,
It'll be interesting.
Trusty's like a bigger guy, isn't he?
It'll be interesting to see. He
He's
is
like
a
6'3",
larger guy. Yeah.
I think the big reason the Chris Richards omission is so important is because he's the locked-in starter. He's the only locked-in starter in that center back 3.
Tim Ream's a locked-in starter, big man.
Yes, but Chris Richards is the only really locked-in one.
I think Tim Ream is really locked-in starter.
Maybe.
Ream's not a-
But
I
you
don't know
need
if
to
he's a
find out
locked-in
who
starter.
partners
Again,
well
I
with
think
him.
that's wishful thinking.
can-
If you don't think Tim Ream is,
If Chris Richards is your guy, he's going to play the center of the 3, which it seems likely. Then who else can fit in beside him? I think that's an important thing to figure out. There's not enough camps to do it.
how
The
much
thing is,
chemistry do you
I think
really need, though?
the Chris Richards, Mark McKenzie
A
thing
lot.
is maybe we're seeing that as Pochettino likes a little Mark McKenzie, Chris Richards. Tim Ream might be the third there. I think those would be like the top 3 right now.
In a 3-back, I think there's less needed, like as opposed to like a center back and your outside back. I would argue.
I don't know. Let's move forward.
'Cause theoretically, they're moving as a block the whole time. You know?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
The midfielders, this is where a lot of comments I'm sure will come in. We have Tyler Adams, who was then taken out. So Tim Tillman will take his place. Sebastian Berhalter, Aiden Morris, Gio Reyna, Christian Roldan, Tanner Tessman, and then Sean Zawatsky, as we said as well, also out with injury.
Yeah.
Big omissions here. Obviously, Weston McKennie, first and foremost. Obviously, Yunus Musa, again, not in it. Hasn't been really playing for Atalanta that much.
Right.
Weston McKennie has been playing for Juventus, has a new manager, and was supposedly not in this camp so that he can create that relationship there, have Spalletti get to know him. Even though Spalletti's already came out and said he's been very impressed with Weston McKennie's versatility, loves him.
And they 90 minutes in the Champions League. Played the full game.
So I'm not sure if it's like, McKennie's not playing and he needs to get to know the manager because he is already playing. I don't get it. What other kind of...
Tillman's hurt. Tillman just came back. Cardoso just came back. Zendejas just came back. So it makes sense to not have those guys.
Yeah. I think
overlook those a bit.
It's insane.
I'm officially worried about Musa.
I've been worried about Musa for, I think, this 2 camps now.
I'm officially worried about his chances of making the World Cup roster. Not like whether he's good or not, which
I think that's
is also a worry.
Does he make it?
Right now, I'd say no.
Which is insane that we're going to bring Christian Roldan over Yunus Musa.
Which is also an interesting thing because Pochettino in this camp for Gio Reyna in this list, obviously that's a huge thing.
Started the last World Cup.
Gio Reyna was brought in and Pochettino said, I can admit that, yes, some of these people it's brought in because we know that they're not playing much, but they can still give a lot to this team.
Talked about his talent. Right?
You'd imagine that Musa is somebody like that where, maybe he's not getting the most amount of play time, but he can help the team. I think that mentality, I think Pochettino just really didn't like that he took the summer off.
I also think that I don't totally see Musa's fit in the 3-back system, if I'm being completely honest, with the other players who are there. Like, he's not going to start on the pivot, in my opinion. I think he loves Adams, and I think it's either going to be McKennie or Tessman or, God forbid, Christian Roldan or Berhalter.
Christian Roldan balled out last time. I don't know.
I would be pissed if he fit in at the 10. I think Desterway is going to be on the right. I think Jedi's on the left. So where does he actually fit in on this team? I think it could be a fit thing. I do think that there is still a sore spot from the summer. I agree. And you just can't, I think that's a guy that is very good, but not to the level that you can't make an example out of him,
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm worried about it.
I mean, I think certainly midfield I thought I would feel a lot better about. It's not obviously gone well, so I think...
Dude, Tessman, Gio, and Tyler Adams are not Tyler Adams anymore, but just honestly, Gio and Tessman, that just makes me excited on their own.
Yeah.
Tessman had a very interesting last game. He started against PSG for Lyon.
Didn't play well.
Started off the season very hot. These last couple of games, not the greatest. L'Equipe, the whatever French magazine, called him a utter catastrophe over the last couple of games, including a goal that he gave up. Facing his own goal, got it poked away from him by Kvaratskhelia and then finished off.
I'm not gonna shit on him too much against PSG, bro.
Yeah,
no, I think that's the thing is I think there's a bit of a difference between PSG and the rest of the league, where
arguably the rest of Europe.
Yeah, you probably can do those things against any other teams in Ligue 1 and it doesn't create a goal, but obviously that one looks awful for him in that one. But he's been looking pretty good for them throughout, so I'm not too worried about Tanner Tessman.
That's a man that has a believer in me and will for a while.
Yeah, I'm big on him. Gio Reyna needs to take his opportunity here. I mean, absolutely. The nice thing about having a light midfield grouping is he'll probably get a real opportunity to start or play significant minutes, but he needs to
at that
something.
number 10 role, who's playing there? Those 2 10 roles. Well, let's get into the forwards and then let's talk about it. Brendan Aronson, of course, we already talked about him. Florian Balogun, Diego Luna, Ricardo Pepi, and Haji Wright. Obviously, a lot of those are strikers. There's usually 2 10s. You could argue maybe Haji could play in there, or
Luna, Aronson,
I suppose.
Reyna.
But they're mostly really strikers. You're thinking Brendan Aronson, Diego Luna, Gio Reyna, maybe Christian Roldan are those 10s that you'd be putting in there. So
did he try 2 strikers? Is this a sign that
potentially?
He goes like a 3-5-2.
He did that a bit in the Gold Cup when he brought Damian Downs on. Left Adjuman.
Yeah, but that was more of a desperation time. So I
3-5-2.
I want to see what Pochettino does with this.
I would start Aronson, Gio Reyna.
I think that's the best combo. I think he probably goes Aronson Luna, and then Gio Reyna comes off the bench, at least for the first game.
That makes sense based on his preferences.
Yeah, but I just want to see Gio Reyna get his chance and
Do something.
I don't doubt that he'll look good. He always has for the U.S., so I just hope that he gets enough minutes to kind of show that, and the team looks at all competent, which has not been.
I love having Pepe, Wright, and Balogun in the camp, though. I
Yeah.
don't know the last time we've had those three guys available all at the
And
same
they're-
time. And
Haji
all
Wright
in
obviously has
good
been
form.
firing.
Yeah,
Not
they're all
as
scoring
much
goals.
recently as he was at the start of the season, but all of them are scoring goals and looking good. So it's good. It's good to have that competition up there, and finally they're all healthy enough to be there at the same time. Knock on wood. We have Paraguay on Saturday. That'll be an interesting one. Miguel Almiron, a lot of Americans will know just because of his time at Atlanta United and Newcastle United. Diego Gomez obviously played for Inter Miami.
Tearing it up at Brighton now.
Tearing it up at Brighton now. Very, very interesting matchup here. On paper, you think the U.S. is a better team here?
No.
I don't know. I haven't really watched much Paraguay.
Maybe not this roster, but I would say full strength.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're not playing full strength.
Yeah,
This
no,
roster-
I'm saying.
This
And
roster's still
Paraguay's
solid
not-
enough if we start the guys we should, I think. And we have the advantage
don't
of playing
know,
at
man.
home. So
Jedi, Dest, Richards, Pulisic. That's our 4 of our 5 best players. That's
yeah.
It might be
Yeah.
our 4 best players.
That's true.
Well, I don't know. I think on paper, I think it's a pretty even. I think they have the better top end right now because we don't have a lot of our players in.
Yeah. I am confused by this roster for a variety of reasons, but
Yeah.
I still expect us to perform.
I don't know.
I would always
Last
expect us
camp was
to
good.
look.
It'd be real
better.
shame to regress after how good we looked in the last camp.
Yeah, it'll be very interesting. We don't have many camps left,
We
so
have this and then March.
yeah,
Yep.
2 camps.
What's after that?
Just something called the World Cup.
Something called
Copa
El
del Mundo.
Mundial.
I mean, we had the summer camp before the World Cup, technically, but
Technically.
Should we
but
do, like,
that's the
in-person
big
reporting
issue
for the
with
summer camp?
Some of these omissions, even though some of them are precautious for injury or trying to please club coaches in Pulisic and Chris Richards' case and maybe Anthony Robinson, even though that's more of an injury.
I think that one you have to be careful with. You
Wes
don't want to
McKennie.
fuck that up.
I think you need these guys in camp to build chemistry,
1,000%.
to make it look more like a
McKennie
roster that
hasn't
could be a
gotten-
World Cup team.
Talking about fucking Spalletti getting to know his player, Pochettino doesn't know Wes McKennie. He's been
To
there
be
for one
fair,
camp.
I
And
mean,
he
to be
also
fair-
hasn't played him in the midfield. He's played him in that
Yeah,
10 or out wide position.
To be fair, I do think that very clearly from the beginning, Poch has taken the approach of let's get as many players as we can in here. He has not bought into the whole we need chemistry in order to really
But
gel.
that's also not
No.
even true. How many times has he brought Sebastian Brohalter into the fucking camp?
I mean, he's brought in a lot of players. He likes Berhalter clearly, but he's brought in a lot of players.
I think it's just he likes Berhalter.
Honestly, I think
Who's new in this roster?
that
Gio Reyna,
Technically, CJ
Joe
Reyna.
Scally.
well, I mean, I wouldn't want a bunch of. You're saying right now you don't want a bunch of new people, right? I mean, this is the second to last camp or whatever. I do think it's a good play by Zalewski because he's like, oh, Ponch is gonna want to see me if I'm just injured until the World Cup. He's gonna bring me to see me. I think it's gonna be a nice little.
He's gonna bring him on the World
Yeah,
Cup
dude.
roster.
It's like, this motherfucker, I'm going to see him.
Oh, I haven't seen him yet. We gotta bring him.
2026 World Cup, Sean Zawadski starting just so Poch can get a sight of him.
He might look at the rest of the roster and be like, the unknown might be better.
That logic. Daryl Dike's playing striker.
Patrick Ajiman did score for Derby County, a beautiful header.
Hey, he's seen Ajimong and he's passed. It looks like, so I'm happy about that.
Yeah,
Did make
I'm
me
okay
nervous.
with him not being called in. If he was called in over any of these options, I would be
Yeah.
more upset. Let's get into a little Premier League now away from the U.S. Manchester United Spurs. A 2-2 game that had all the drama. Richarlison thought he had a winner.
Sure did.
As always happens with Richarlison and late goals, he did not have the winner. Man U gets a late equalizer here.
Delete.
Who feels better about this one, Mike? Man U getting the draw here, saving that point late, or Spurs? It's just another point against a Man U team that's been looking good. They've been somewhat falling from form.
Manager of the month.
I think Man U feels better. They got the last laugh. It looked like they were going to have egg on their face. They gave up a lead and let Spurs score too late. I mean, Tell scored the equalizer in the 70-something minute after coming off the bench, and then you're going to lose to Richarlison? No, not so quick.
Future Everton striker.
And Mateus de Ligt has the real last laugh. That first goal is a deflection off his boot that beats the goalkeeper, and then he gets to score a header late to equalize it.
He's gone even on the day.
He has gone even. Not an inspiring performance from either team. I think it was an absolute mid-off, but
point's a point. Nick, you did say it was going to be 2-2.
I did. Nailed that
Man
one.
City.
Well done.
How about this? Did you predict Man City 3?
Did not predict that one.
0.
Domination.
Is the Premier League Man City and Arsenal at this point? Or is it? Can we be more Arsenal and Holland? Because Holland is just fucking absurd.
I mean, to be fair, Man City looks good against Liverpool, or Liverpool looked bad. I don't know, dude. After such a big win in the Champions League, for Liverpool to lay this egg, like, they didn't look great. I think the Van Dijk goal should have counted. I don't know if that goalie was interfered with. Like, I get he was in front of him, but I don't think he was in the line of sight from that header.
That rule's so inconsistent.
Yeah, I didn't like that one.
If it's interfering.
At 1-1, it's a different game.
But the level of interference is
so
subjective.
At 1-1, it would have been an equal game. But I mean, then to get 3-0 is a piece of work. Good, So yeah, I think it is official. I think the Premier League is officially a 2-horse race. Liverpool still have a chance in Europe. I mean, hell of a performance at the midweek.
And Sunderland.
But
at a certain point, they could figure it out, no? Because they have so much talent.
Yeah,
but I mean, so far gone just point wise at this point that they'd have to turn around and you have to have Man City and Arsenal have some very bad form, because that's
points
what this has
wise
been for Liverpool.
It's never gone points wise until at least after Christmas, at least. And even then, I mean, I just don't see them improving to the level that they need to. I don't see a lot of people stepping up within that squad, and I see their leaders faltering, specifically Van Dijk. So I don't know.
I mean, Liverpool's turned a gap into a gulf at this point. They can't keep losing and dropping.
It is getting worse.
It's getting worse. You have all this talent. You spent so much fucking money, the most money that anyone's ever spent.
And both those guys don't look great.
And both of them don't look great.
Forget about both. None of the new signings look great.
Nketiah started really strong.
But still.
Hasn't looked good in a second, but
it's an interesting one. The other one, obviously, we're talking about in that title race, Arsenal didn't necessarily get a win, but holy fuck, what a game it was, Nick. A 2-2 draw against Sunderland in the Stadium of Light. We said we'd kind of learn a little bit more about them as they go through this next stretch of games, which seems like a gauntlet. We learned a little bit about them here. They can fucking fight for a game. Holy shit, they wanted that point so bad. And they end up getting it 2-2. Brian Bobby, a little late fall down bike-ish kick for the goal there.
Wanted it more than Gabriel.
Wanted it. Nick, what did you make of this game? 2-2. Trossard with an absolute fucking rip in this one.
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
That was one of the best. I was on my phone, dropped my fucking mouth. I was a holy fuck.
Yeah, no. The little Gabriel dig. Anytime Gabriel gets beat, he insists it's a foul. It's a bit annoying. He does. Fair. But I mean, whatever. He had he
kicked my head.
he was a step behind. Got beat on that one. Was off balance. Anyways, yeah, hell of a game. Probably my favorite Arsenal game I've watched all year. As far as like entertainment, it was just very fun to watch. Credit to Sunderland, that first half. The defensive structure was amazing. I kind of had a feeling that Arsenal would at least get back into it, just because, I mean, the effort they were putting in to keep their shape. It was 11 people behind the ball for like a majority of the first half, and they were doing an amazing job, but that's really hard to do for 90 minutes. Dan Ballard, former Arsenal product, scored just an absolute thunder cunt.
No other word.
Nailed it.
Raya's reaction just falls back.
Saliba had a chance to do the same and missed it, and that was the difference in the first half. But Arsenal played really good football in the second half. Thought we stole all 3 points away at clearly a good side. I underestimated them. Trap game, Palmer said. Turns out they were right.
Trap game indeed.
And man,
Pino's ball.
Sunderland, dude. Shout out to them.
But I will say, down 1-0, trap game in mind, I was like, oh shit.
We came back and played very well the second half.
And Arsenal, yeah, they came back, they played well, they kind of took back control of it, and obviously Sunderland get that equalizer and had chances, certainly, to equalize other times, but
I'm not mad.
I was impressed by Arsenal coming back from that one, because Sunderland are a good team, as we learned. They come back, score, take the lead.
Oh my god.
The striker?
He's so strong.
Yeah.
He is insanely strong.
Some strong players there.
I think for sure it was a solid. I mean, it's just been. I don't I don't want to be the guy of like it's been a hell of a streak and a lot to maintain, but it has. It's been a very, very long time that this Arsenal team has played really, really well. You're not going to get 3 points every single game, and with the amount of injuries in the front line, still had Saka, Trossard, and Marino. That's as good as that's a solid front three going into Sunderland. But I'm not complaining about that. But just mentally, I understand that I was impressed that mentally they were still fighting for it to the level that they should be. After this very long stretch of games. So take the point, still on top of the league, go into the international break, have a productive one, get some guys healthy, and the big one next, North London Derby, baby.
Big one next. What an interesting game that will be. Our next pod will have some fun preview of that one.
Sunderland, too. Story of the season so far.
Absolutely.
And the Stadium of Light
great team to
is
have
a
back.
fucking place to play.
See, I'm going to push back there a little bit. They went quiet after the equalizer. The equalizer was quick after the second half, and they were great in the first half.
As soon as you
great
guys
at the end
scored
as
that
well.
first one,
Like while they're
I thought
chasing.
that my bet was lost.
Yeah, no.
Well,
Totally.
Arsenal wins by 3.
Yeah, I mean, Sunderland still hung in there. We got the lead off a beautiful goal, but they still hung in tight. So, hell of a game. I want to rewatch the highlights right now.
Very entertaining. Some good games this week with late drama.
Really good games.
Everton needed no late drama. A 2-0 win versus Fulham. 2 disallowed goals. Who the fuck cares? We score so many. We don't even need those disallowed ones.
Third time's the charm.
Manchester United next for Everton after the international break. But now we go into the international break with some momentum for the first time in a minute for Everton here. And 2 goals. We don't usually score multiple goals. We've been struggling to score. We end up getting 2 here. What do you make of this one?
Scrappy. Shout out Tierno Barry. Still has not broken his egg, but scored a goal that doesn't count. Iliman Ndiaye was offside and beat Barry to the ball, which Barry then tapped in. Kind of brutal because he definitely thought he scored. I thought he scored. And he played a decent game. His hold-up play was better. He's still showing flashes. He needs to get the end product, but
I still think you need
the fans were with him.
Those flashes aren't nearly enough.
Totally agree. It got scary for a second because it did seem like one of those games where we're just knocking on the door, and then Fulham's going to score, and we're not going to get the result we should. Right. You need to take your chances.
Don't take them.
Correct.
Yeah.
We create plenty with Dewsbury and Grealish and NDI, and they've created a ton this game. But then we did find the go-ahead goal. Yeah. Ugly fucking scrap goal. Ball comes in. Eric Boonham whiffs.
All we need.
And then Idrissa Gana comes in and puts it in the bottom corner.
The destroyer.
Seeds. Destroyer is right. James Garner playing right back this game. Jake O'Brien unavailable. So doing his duties there. Eric Boonham and Gana in the double pivot. Thought it looked pretty good. Eric Boonham, I like him more and more as I see him.
Looks solid, yeah.
Didn't play much last year at all. Injuries were part of that, and then he was just understudy to better guys. And he's showing his own. He's a very athletic player, has big stature to him.
Runs well.
We have a very athletic
He's got a good stride.
We do.
Part.
He does have, and I like how he holds the ball.
Yeah.
And then Michael Keane scores a second goal.
Gino.
He's just fucking holding it down. I mean, I've shit enough on Michael Keane. Don't need to do it at all this season. He's played fucking every game next to Tarkowski.
Played well.
Pretty good for the most part.
Solid.
Scored a couple of goals this season. He might be our second leading goal scorer behind NDI. I have to check that, but I think he might be. This is second or third this season. Good header. He's always a threat in the box. So is Tarkowski. Tarkowski scored a goal that was also counted back for interference on the goalkeeper. Bullshit. Soft.
Bullshit. Soft.
And we talked about this game before the week. Fulham was right on our heels. I think one place behind us in the table.
I think we called it a must-win, didn't we?
I think we are.
I did say was this a must-win.
I think we are a better team than Fulham by some margin. And I think we showed it this game.
So. I think that the talent is there. We've created a lot of chances, and like you said, it's putting those away. That finally happened this game where we at least put some away, some of them disallowed. But it felt so nice to not be waiting, have it be 0-0 80th minute.
Yep.
Have it be us.
Felt like a comfortable win.
The second we get a goal conceded on us, it's like, fuck, we're not gonna be able to score enough to win. Hopefully we can equalize something here. It's nice to go ahead in a game like this.
Two good results in a row. Tie against Sunderland.
That looks like a better result now after the Arsenal game.
It does.
Let's go to a little big news around the world here. James, last game for the Mexican side, Leon. Nick, how much would you pay to see James Rodriguez, Chicago Fire, San Jose Earthquakes?
Orlando City is my my
your
prediction.
guess?
Yeah, it's my prediction. A couple Colombians there already. Yeah.
William?
Last Mexican game for him at Leon. Did a peach of an assist too. Just absolute.
You're moving this table quite a bit,
Oh,
man.
I'm sorry, big man. Just absolute side volley or a little half volley down, probably 40 yards, 50 yards to wide open streaking guy. So impressive from James. Quality's always been there. I don't know. I hope it's MLS. That'd be really cool.
That would
His
be
contract's done.
Yeah, they terminated it. They terminated it. He's been spotty about where he's playing.
Yeah.
The important thing is that he's playing well, and he's going to continue to do so for Colombia through the World Cup, hopefully.
Los
So,
Caballeros.
also, dude, the jerseys that Adidas just dropped for the World Cup.
Saw
Yeah.
those mint.
Beauties.
Germany's are amazing.
Beauties.
Yep.
Argentina's, I think, are pretty good too. For a classic,
Colombia's
you
are
can't change
great.
much. Goodness, it looks good. Also, a player potentially
Come back to
coming
Everton,
MLS,
James. Come on.
Neymar with Santos. They are currently in a bad spot and danger of being relegated to Serie B in the Brazilian league. Santos got relegated, got brought back up, brought in Neymar, might get relegated again. Does he have to stay with them to get them back promoted again, or does he come to MLS?
Retire.
Sergio
Don't
Busquets
retire.
leaving,
He's not even playing.
Jordi
Yeah,
Alba
he is.
leaving. They're gonna have
Yeah.
a DP slot for Neymar, Messi, Suarez potentially if he's still there,
Neymar.
and Neymar.
Brazilian
MSN
Serie A
back.
is so strange.
MS
Every team gets
MSN
relegated
back.
and promoted. It's like there's the most amount of parity in that league.
I mean, Santos hadn't been relegated in forever until last year, 2 years ago.
Yeah, but teams will get relegated, they'll win the next season. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know where he should go. I hope he stays
would love to
healthy.
see him
I
in
just
MLS.
want to see him to play one more good World Cup. Show.
He's not going to the
I
World
don't know if
Cup.
he's going to the World Cup.
I think he should.
He's not gonna.
I think he should, but I think he should come to Chicago Fire.
I don't know.
I don't. I honestly
No,
don't.
that would
think-
ruin his career.
Yeah, that-
This
Greg
pitch would be
Berhalter,
so bad
Neymar,
for him.
Yeah.
I think he should go to some place like Miami that can afford to just do anything they want in the MLS.
I think he should go to a team like PSG. Maybe Barcelona.
Yeah, okay. I mean, we've never seen something like that from him.
No.
All right, let's close out with a little 20 questions. Nick has a player in mind. We have 20 questions to guess who it
You don't
is.
think Neymar's going to go to the World Cup?
I don't know.
Dude, he's
Carlo
not-
Ancelotti's
he's not
not
going
a
to
big
World
fan of him.
He's not going to World Cup.
I would love to see him. I'm the biggest Neymar fan. My entire TikTok page is just Neymar edits. But
And
I
he
don't
made
know
them.
if he is. I made
He's
them,
just
yeah.
making Neymar edits.
There are
Fuck
so
it.
many
Neymar
good
Al
ones.
Hilal.
League
highlights.
Un still posts so much about him. Everybody posts so much about him because he's just him.
Yeah.
The prince.
I think he could be him once more.
Yes.
He can't.
All right. Nick, do you have your player in mind?
I do have my player in
And
mind.
it would be a well-known player. For
It is
the
a player
viewers.
that everyone at this table knows.
All right. Maybe some viewers at home will also know it. Mike, do you want to start us off with a question? It's a yes or no, obviously.
Is
For
yes or
viewers.
no
This
questions.
player currently playing.
Yes. That is also one of the stipulations. So
Okay.
I'll give you that
All
question
right.
back.
Okay. So
Yeah.
This is player play in Europe.
Yes.
are they a midfielder?
Yes.
They play in a top 5 league.
Yes.
Do they play in England?
No.
They play in Spain.
Yes.
Hmm. Do they play for a top 4 side in Spain?
Clarify your question.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid, Atletico,
No.
Barcelona. Okay.
Villarreal right now. I think. Is this player Spanish?
Yes.
Hmm. An attacking mid?
Yes.
Real Betis.
No.
I thought it was on the money there.
Former Arsenal player.
No.
I thought it was gonna be Santi Cazorla.
Yeah.
Real Oviedo.
Oviedo. Over 30.
No.
Oh.
Younger. In the prime or young.
And he's Spanish. We already said that, yeah.
Yep. And he's attacking midfielder.
Spanish attacking midfielder,
Spain.
not.
Did you ask me if you already said that? Yes.
Um.
Oh, what a hit.
Oh fuck. Sevilla.
No.
Do they consistently play for their national team?
That's kind of a tough
Wait,
question.
what's the question?
Do they play for their national team? Okay, let me change it then. Have they always played in Spain?
No.
Did they play in the Premier League?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, former Premier League Spanish attacking midfielder. That's below, what was the age? 30, 35?
It's below 30.
Below 30.
You're at 14 questions.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
You guys started hot. I don't know what happened.
I don't know if I know that many Spanish midfielders other than like the main ones. They make so many.
Did they play in the last Euros?
I'm not sure. I don't know. You can ask another question.
Okay. Is their team playing the Champions League?
I'm not sure.
Did they play for a Big Six side in Europe or in England? Excuse me.
Yes.
Was it Tottenham?
Yes.
Is it Brian Gill?
Oh, I guess, right? Was he play for Girona? No. Is it Brian Gill?
It is Brian. Well done. Well done.
What
yeah.
a fucking
He's part of the Spain national team right now, but he doesn't like consistently play.
that's facts.
I'm not sure if he went to the Euros. I don't think he
I don't
did.
think he did. He played for
Yeah.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Does
Played
he
for
play
Tottenham. He's played for Sevilla.
Villarreal or
He's at Girona now.
Girona right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
And I'm not sure if
you're
Girona's top 4 right now.
I'm
I should have
glad I
said, is
asked
he
if he
Spanish,
played
but he looks
Premier
like he's English?
For everyone out there, we were gonna play this game a couple weeks ago, and then we did a different seg, and I had that name locked, and Mike randomly mentioned him like during that pod. I was like, "Well, we're not doing that segment."
I don't know what I was on to mention.
I don't remember.
The second you said Premier League, I started thinking. I go, "Oh, this motherfucker!" So then when he said top 6, I was like, "It's Tottenham," and I was like, "Oh, god damn it!"
I thought it was a good name.
No, that's a great poll name. I enjoy that.
Yep.
Boys, final thoughts here as we go into USA, Paraguay,
And Uruguay.
Uruguay. After that, the international break for the
A
U.S.
revenge tour.
2 camps left for the U.S. before the 2026 World Cup hosted here in the U.S. Nick, what are your closing thoughts here for the viewers at home?
As long as we get good performances, I'm okay with 1 point.
Okay.
Fine with that. I'll take a tie and a loss if we look good.
I think if we look good is really what I'm looking for.
I don't want 2 losses.
I don't want 2 losses.
I don't want to
but
lose to Paraguay.
You need something to build off of, but I think as long as we look good, I'd be okay with
2 losses?
not 2 losses, but like a draw and a loss. I think, yeah, 1
So
point.
exactly what I said.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, cool.
I agree. I concur.
Thanks.
I worked my way around it and
Nice.
came back to
Yeah,
it.
I love it.
Been really negative on Poch since he took the job. Apart from this last window.
We were hyping the fuck out of him at the start. He earned the criticism. He's got to earn the praise.
Yes. And then we were like, okay, maybe we got a little bit too rose-tinted glasses with that last window.
Yeah.
So we'll see what this roster looks like. I think 2 losses is unacceptable. Can't have that.
Can't do that.
Our records against good teams
Are
not good.
bad.
Not good.
Bad.
South American teams.
Our record against any teams
Not
are bad
good.
right now.
Uruguay, recent memory, knocked us out of our home Copa America. We were there in person to watch
Yep.
that. Fucking terrible.
Go back. We have a vlog about it, and it's not great.
Nick's right. We need to look good.
Pretty sad.
And that's a bit subjective, but you know what we mean. If you've watched the United States national team recently, you know what that last camp was. Building off of that instead of taking a step back. There's a few fringe guys who need to prove themselves here. Gio Reyna back in the fold. Joe Scally back in the fold. Need to see something from them.
Yeah.
So big games to watch. Tune in. It'll be exciting to watch us play these teams. I'll be fully locked in. Everton fans, dub. Back on the train.
Dub.
Barcelona
Dub.
fans, dub. Lewandowski back in the starting lineup. Immediate hat trick. Better than Ferran Torres. Dub.
Dub.
Inter Miami fans, Messi.
Mizzy.
Dub.
Chicago Bears fans,
No,
double
no.
dub. Caleb Williams.
Da Bears.
It's good. Michigan State basketball against Arkansas.
Dub.
God, it's good to be a footy with the boys. Person. Dub.
Person. Dub. Yeah. A lot to watch here. I think both these games, the importance of them cannot be stated enough.
Drop some predictions.
It's very, very few games to learn about this team before the World Cup. There's a lot of learning that needs to be done. I think we've done some of that. We've looked slightly better in recent windows. Need to see it here. We'll love to see Gio Reyna show something here. Big, big window here, boys. Stay locked in on the channel. We'll have some reactions, some previews of all the U.S. things coming up. We'll make sure to recap everything, even when they're not international break. So subscribe, turn on notifications, comment whatever you're thinking about this camp and how you're feeling going into the World Cup. Just 2 camps away. Until next time. Peace. It's good to be a footy with the boy.
It's good to be footy with the boys.
The Arsenal are good.
On the outro.
And Nico just lost his boys. Reggae.
We are 0-3.
It's flags and
Parlay on the pitch.
and reggaeton.
Huh?
We are 0-3.
Oh God, the
Parlay on the pitch.
We don't ever bring that up.
GG's.
The Arsenal is gooning and Nico just lost his voice. Mike and Flags are crying tears of joy for David Moyes. The USMNT just lost again, but there's no choice. It's ride or die until the end on Footy with the boys.